Welcome to the Lead with Your Soul podcast. I'm Michelle Wright, your host and fellow traveler on this journey of self-discovery. This podcast is designed for women navigating life transitions and yearning to embrace their true selves. I'll be sharing my personal journey from navigating the complexities of divorce and blending families to reshaping my career to something that resonates with my soul. With 3 decades as a teacher and mentor, I'm here to share insights, heartfelt stories, and practical strategies. Together, we'll explore how to cultivate self-love and create the vibrant, fulfilling life you deserve. Join me each week as we dive deep into the art of living authentically. Welcome to the Lead with Your Soul podcast. I'm Michelle Wright, your host, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, we have November messages for your soul. I'm going to be pulling cards, and we're just going to get messages for the collective. Whenever you find this, it's the right time for you to hear it. So just listen to the messages. And like always, I invite you to listen and lean into your own intuition. What are the thoughts, phrases, images that are really connecting for you? And if something doesn't resonate, you just leave it. I'm going to ask you whatever platform you are on, if you just take a moment to subscribe and just set a notice to get it. And thank you so much. As a creator, that really helps me. It really helps promote what is going on, and it just helps me move and continue to grow. So I really appreciate that. I'm going to get you just to take a deep breath right now, wherever you are. Just close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and we're just going to center into these messages, center into what we need to understand as we move forward in November for our highest good. Wonderful. I am now going to move over my camera so that you can see the cards that I have pulled. I like to start by pulling the overview, and this is the overview. So we have from the Michelle Buchanan numerology deck, we have number 8, manifestation. And then from our Mel Brown Indigenous Australian deck, we have astonished. Isn't that beautiful? And then with the Tao Oracle, we have contemplation, really looking at integrating. And then our soul deck, just this vibrant, beautiful, I think, divine being, just hands out, sharing such awesomeness with us. Very auspicious start to the reading. Just lots of positive cards. We look at manifestation, being astonished, and then integrating that with what we've been working towards, what we've been trying to accomplish, and just knowing that it's divinely directed, divinely protected, and just moving towards our greatest, highest good. And if it doesn't feel like that, then there's going to be some messages in this reading that's going to help us. And really, isn't this just absolutely wonderful? We've had a lot of very crunchy, I'm going to say crunchy energy over this past year, just with the astrology, with all of the eclipses and the eclipse seasons. So this is such a gift to think that we're moving into November and we've had just hard things happening. I know even here in Alberta, we've had a teacher strike, which really impacts kids, teachers, everybody. And that's just one aspect. It's not anything else that's happening. So November is about really listening in. It's about allowing. It's about receiving. So when I have the manifestation with the astonished and the integration, lots of times I have been looking for where I need to grow, and I can just feel the energy shifting. I just feel lighter. I feel happier. Things are just clicking in place. And I don't seem to be having to, like, I've used the analogy of walking through molasses where it's so hard. Although I've never walked through molasses, one would imagine it would be so difficult and hard to do that. And I'm just, oh, isn't this just gorgeous? The message of November is just we can prepare for some different energies. And what that means for ourselves is that I need to shift then and look for synchronicities. I need to shift then and just look for, I'm just even seeing it as a sparkle of light and follow these sparkles of light that are going to bring me to where I need to go. And also just guide me along, knowing that I'm going down the right path. So that's very exciting. Just so wonderful. Our first line that we're going to do, I'm just following this same card pull. So the first line that I'm going to be doing is just about the energy that we're bringing in from October. And then we're going to have a line of what are some of the challenges, and remembering that challenges are not negative. Challenges are opportunities for us to grow and expand and explore other avenues. Then we're going to look at what are some of the gifts that your spirit teams are bringing you. And then the last one is what is the most important? What are some of our next steps? The exclamation marks in the reading. So it's just really highlighting that for ourselves. So in October, moving from October, what are we looking at? I am using the Light Seer Tarot from Chris Ann Donnelly. And I'm going to be pulling 3 cards. Let us see. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So when I look at what is the energy we're bringing in, and once again, if you're new, you can read card reversals in many different ways. And some people don't even read with card reversals. How I choose to read the card reversals is that this card is present in no other card. So then I look at the energy of this card. Is it coming in? Is it going out? Is it blocked? And so for this Page of Pentacles, the thing that I see coming in from the October is that we're beginning this new part of planting and starting. Pentacles is the suit of earth, everyday living, our work, our family life, our house, everything. It's coming in. We're just going to start at a higher level through the court cards, really bringing in that energy of manifesting what we want in this area of our lives. The 2 of Pentacles has this beautiful woman and the sun in her purse looking at balance. And this one just is saying we're going to move. The energy we're bringing in is a balanced energy. We're going to be moving in and coming in and finding balance. And I feel the balance being in our households, in the outside world where we're connecting, but also inside. We're going to find this balance. There isn't going to be the huge ups and downs, peaks and valleys. And another thing that is starting to come in is the Page of Swords. So once again, coming and an opportunity to learn. And so swords is the suit of air, communication, our mind, our thinking. And it's opportunities to learn. And that might be part of the manifestation is maybe learning a new skill, taking a course, taking something that really excites you and draws you in. So the energy from October that we're bringing in are those. That's what's going to be moving us forward. And here I have the Colette Baron Reed Animal Spirit deck and just looking at what is the energy for this? What is the energy it's getting us to hold on to? The Koi Fish Spirit, there is always enough. It's that gratitude I was talking about. We're coming in, we're moving, we're learning, but just recognizing and having that full view that we always have enough in our lives. So recognizing where we have enough, celebrating it, taking time every day to feel gratitude from what is shifting and changing as manifestation is coming in, as you have moments of astonishment. and really connecting and allowing that energy to be observed and celebrated by you, by your thinking mind, by your heart, by your spirit, by your body. Just allow it to be connected. And then here we have the wild reflections. And now we're going to look at what are the areas that we're being challenged in. And once again, this is just one moment. Once again, this is challenges are not negative. Challenges are where we have opportunities to expand and grow. So I'm just going to look. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Hanged Man in reverse and the Four of Cups. So these are our challenges. Our challenges is relationships. Two of Cups is these deep relationships. And when I see it challenges, I think that's part of the manifestation. That's recognizing the people that have been there for you and making sure there's two ways that it's coming in for me now. And I had this earlier today when I did my YouTube live. By the way, I do YouTube lives every Wednesday, so pop on in with a question and I'll do a reading for you. You can also can't make it that day. You can send me a DM on Instagram and I'll read that weekly, do a card reading for you weekly on whatever area you're looking at. And so what they had here was not only relationships with other people. So that's that challenge of just honoring that relationship, making sure you have, since we have manifestation of time and abundance, taking that time and abundance, creating balance. And this one also came in this morning with that idea of your relationship with yourself. And I know for myself, things are starting to move in this positive, beautiful direction. And what that means is that sometimes, though, my ego is just going, alert, alert. What do you mean things are easier than they have been? And sometimes I then can create issues because my nervous system is really used to pushing hard, having all this crunchiness, because that's what the energy has been. So I need to make sure that I allow myself to celebrate me, that I allow myself to just enjoy the ease, enjoy the balance, and just lean into that even and surrender into it even more. First, from my own full cup, looking with joy, happiness, and celebration for myself, and then looking as I connect with others. The Hanged Man, this is a major arcana, and it is in protection. And the Hanged Man is, I have it as we've been in some ways in a sacred pause. That's what I've been calling it in my life, is I've been on a sacred pause. I have been on things have not been moving forward. And so I have this opportunity to really think, discern, decide what is it that I want. And so now it's not that you're moving forward, but that sacred pause in November is starting to lift and now movement is going forward. And through the sacred pause of the Hanged Man, it offered us different pieces. It offered us different perspectives because you're hanging upside down. You're looking at the world from a real different perspective. This invitation here is to bring those perspectives forward with you. Don't go back to the way you used to think. Don't go back to the way you used to function before your sacred pause. Instead, bring this wisdom, and this is that in contemplation, integrate it into how you're moving forward. And another aspect of the Hanged Man is when you're hanging, there's a piece that just brings you back to your own center, your own self, your own heart. And you can almost feel your heart beating. You can feel your energy coursing through your chakras, coursing through your body. Continue to bring that forward, because as you move forward in as we move forward, we can't forget that connection we've made with ourselves so that we continue to hear the beat of our own heart. That's what's coming in for me. The beat of our own heart. Know if your heart's going really fast, and then be curious. I wonder what's going on. Know when your heart is calm. Know when your heart is excited with joy. So it's just absolutely beautiful. And the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is, you can see she is looking over here at these cups that are empty, and we have this divine hand coming out of where the divine comes from, just coming out of the sky, the clouds, the edge of the card deck, handing this full cup that's just lit up with this beautiful sparkle. And that's our challenge. Our challenge is, this is where I'm saying the beat of your heart, because we can get bored. We can be looking off to the side and saying, oh, I've been in the sacred pause so long, I don't even know. And then all of a sudden we don't see the gifts of what has been offered around us. We don't see this lit up path that's sparkling around that we need to find. We aren't in this astonished state going, I can't believe it. This is a miracle. This is an absolute miracle. And once again, we always talk about it. And I talk about miracles being those everyday miracles. Finding that dime on the ground, finding that feather, finding that song that connects to your loved one in spirit, knowing you're not alone. Those are the miracles. And the other miracles is that it's going to get easier and easier. And here is to recognize that, to sit in gratitude, astonishment, integrate it, see how you are being helped. And that's an important piece. Sometimes in difficulty, I'm also seeing that we've numbed ourselves like different ways. I have to be honest. I have gotten into bad reruns of Survivor, no less. And you know what? There are 46, 48, 49, way too many seasons. And all of a sudden I find myself completely numbed and not using my time wisely. And I think there is a time to just sit bored because we were in a sacred pause, but this isn't it now. So I have to be prudent with my time. I have to be careful with my time because I want to use my time to the best of its abilities when my sparkle is at the highest, when I am connected as a manifester to that divine channel. And I just know that I'm on the right path. So that's what it's talking about there. I have our Judith Orloff cards for surrender. In this challenge section, what are we being offered to surrender to? Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you're energized and happy, move forward. Isn't that just what we said? It was. That's why you can't make this stuff up. It's so cool. So your body is your thermometer. That's why I'm saying connect to it. Connect to your heartbeat. Connect to understanding. Because your body's going to be sending you the messages. And you have to learn its language. And if you haven't yet, here's some just quick little tips, is that you need to set aside some time where you are dedicated to listening to your body. And that means just connecting to your energy, connecting to your own spirit and recognizing what it is at the beginning of the day, middle of the day, end of the day. And I will do that. And I do that by meditating. Some people do that by walking. Other people actually do it by having a more strenuous activity, which centers them in their body. But it really is the wisdom of your body and listening to it. For me, I know I'm hearing this. It's also what I'm eating and what I'm putting in my body. That really impacts how tuned in I can get. And what I mean by that is I just love ice cream and sugar. And I think they're okay in moderation. Actually, they're not okay for us, but I'm still going to have a little bit in moderation. And looking at whole foods eating, as I've talked about. So using and honoring my body to knowing what it wants. If my energy is dense, I need to move. If I need to eat the right things, and that's going to help me. When I'm tired, rest, give myself the rest. Oh, what a beautiful challenge to grow into this month. Now we're going to look at what are the gifts that our spirit teams are giving us. What are the gifts? The ways that it's going to help us really lean into the manifestation, being astonished, integrating, and connecting with this abundant energy of November. What do we need to know? And this is the Cosmic Tarot by Ethany. We have the Six of Swords in protection. We have the Ten of Wands. And we have the Queen of Wands. Interesting. Okay. So the Six of Wands is in protection, and it's talking about the movement. I see it as the same movement that we're having up here. The Six of Wands, you're moving from a darkness into the light. You're actually moving. Swords is that suit of air. So it's often you're moving from the challenges into where the light is, and it's easier. And so this movement, that's the gift. It's coming in. Another gift is Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is the suit of fire, creativity, passion. And the Ten of Wands is about working hard. So this means that in order to manifest and get where you want to be, this might be your time to really dig in and work hard at a project. And I know for me, it is. I can already feel it. Like I have different projects that I'm trying to have happen. And it's saying, this is the time. Work hard. You're going to have the energy. You're going to have the insight. You're going to have the connections, the channel. So work hard and it'll just be easy. This will be an easy month to create what you want as you work on those projects. And the last one is Queen of Wands. And I love the Queen of Wands. It's just lit up. In another deck, it's this woman that just sits there and she has candles all around her. And I just imagine like from the deep center of her core, she is just lighting up. Because as we follow over here, as we follow the sparkles, it's like we're going to be like this, exactly like that, just shining brightly. And we have this opportunity to allow ourselves to dig in and dive into that energy and just feel it channeling through us for our own growth, for those around us, and for the collective. And just helping in that positive, healing, restoring, replenishing way of letting that light just have impact every cell in our body. And I look forward to that. Like even as I'm leaning into saying that to you, I'm just thinking of my body just lit up like a jack-o'-lantern from within. And just imagining the humming when you're in flow, when things are going well. And that's amazing. It's amazing to be in flow. It's amazing to feel the magic in the universe ebb and flow around you. Ooh, that is wonderful. I love that. Now I'm looking at the Alana Fairchild Sacred Rebel deck. What is the energy in this oracle deck that's going to help us as we move through? The energy. Be the hunter, not the hunted. This card is about knowing what you want, knowing where you want to go, having that sense. So manifestation often, and talking about it, is really having a clear sense of which path you want to take. And if you're looking at yourself and doing projects and you're looking for a month from now, what do you want it to look like, feel like, sound like? you need to really build out and understand that energy of what you're trying to create in the future. And then you pull it and bring it into the now, because the now is the only place that you have that power. And that's what it's saying. It's saying you're going to have the opportunity for you now to make some of the choosing. And it's not this docile time of, okay, just be receptive to the changes. It's now flipping. So it's now you are going into your yang energy of doing, of creating, and bringing in the energy of what you want to be living with, of what you want to have alive in your life. And so now we have the Out of Hand Tarot by Jamie Sawyer. And in this line, this is what's most important, our and next steps, just highlighting, just pulling that forward for us. Looking at what we want. Okay. Okay. Our first one, Six of Wands in protection. Four of Wands. And Temperance. Okay. Six of Wands is this card, and I can see it coming in. It's the laurel wreath, it's celebration, it's standing on a stage, it's reaching the achievements. And this is your time to do that. That's what manifestation is about, working hard. You have the ability this month to reach those achievements that you want personally, spiritually, physically. You have the ability. And it's going to take some effort, and it's going to take you moving forward. And that will be an important part of it. And then we have the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is about celebration, and it's about taking that time to really recognize where things have gone well. And as you're, this astonished is what it's connecting with. As you move through this month, take time as you're working hard to see with deep awe and astonishment what you're creating, what you are choosing to do, and how you're bringing it in, and what you're manifesting. And take this time to really celebrate it and enjoy it. And then we have the Sacred Balance card, 14, Temperance. So we have the Two of Pentacles over here that we started with, and this is now it's in the major arcana. So it's that deep sacred at such a deep level, is that balance. Meaning I see it as that there's a flow. So I think in the past we've had more crunchiness, and now we're moving into more movement and flow. And this is where you can see they're going back and forth. There's usually the sun and the moon. And it's just this wonderful flow of energy that's happening, and this wonderful balance of working hard and enjoying the celebrations and having time to celebrate with the people around you. There's a beautiful balance that is happening. So if you find yourself, because temperance is about being tempered, if you find yourself working too hard, that you have blinders on to the way that you are lit up and the way others are lit up around you, then you need to slow down. You need to build in that time to get to know your body and listen to your body. You need to build in your schedule ways that you are balanced at a cosmic level, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. Balance yourself. And do that with intent, recognizing that with that intention, it allows you to even be more powerful in manifesting and bringing in what you want. And it allows you to connect to that future with more clarity and depth and complexity. So make sure that you shift what you've been doing so that it is balanced and it has all parts of you. And I have here Asha Frost's Sacred Medicine Oracle, just looking at what is the energy for this. What is the energy? And we have surrender, Earth Mother. And I see that, oh, just look at these beautiful waterfalls just flowing down. Eyes are closed. The sun is beating on her back. And it's just surrendering in and enjoying this month. Surrender in, have fun, enjoy. And just allow the flow to happen. I just love that. I'm now going to post just some overall oracles. This once again is Asha Frost, the Elder Spirit. And here I'm just wondering what Elder Spirit, the turtle, slow down. Ooh, it's just the same energy of that Mother Earth. And it's interesting because I think we have to work hard, but we have to have that good balance of slowing down, working hard when we manifest, when we're celebrating, when we're having fun. Slow down to enjoy it. Slow down to be a human being living their best life. I'm going to, here we have the moon deck, and I'm going to pull a card just from the wisdom of the moon that can help guide us this month. I am ready. Thank you. And it has this beautiful woman just flying through the air, just flowing. I can just see her flowing around, just really accenting and putting an exclamation point on that's what we need to do. That's how we need to move forward. With Megan Watterson and the Divine Feminine, what is that divine feminine energy that's going to really help us do that? Be ready and slow down. We have Perpetua, the saint of authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. That's hard sometimes, to be authentic. And when I see authentic, it's like this Four of Cups over here. Authentic is the magic that sparks because it's right from our soul. It is uniquely us. It is our soul print, our fingerprint, and it's uniquely our resonance. And so it's surrender and be authentic with your joy, with your work, with your balance. Oh, that is just, I love that. And as we close today, we have our beautiful, oh, it's not Kuan Yin. I'm going to hold. That's our wild Kuan Yin. I see my spirit oracle deck is calling to me, saying, Michelle, you didn't pull me. I love this deck. It has a little bit of sass. So much fun to read with. This one is saying, flower child, momentum, creativity, action. I hope that over everyone else, you learn to make yourself proud. Ooh, what a beautiful accent and way to end that. You're making yourself proud. That's where it's authentic. It's not for anybody else. It's not programming for anybody else. Any shoulds. This is all about you. And then we have our beautiful Kuan Yin, a Bodhisattva it's like a saint in the Buddhist tradition. And she's about Shiva's love and mercy. And she is saying to us, look for my signs. She's flying through the air. I have been speaking to you through signs in the world and feelings in your heart. Can you hear my reassuring voice? When you ask me for a sign, I give it. Notice what is happening in the world around you. Take comfort. Believe. Ooh, shivers. Because this ties in with the body. This ties in with the manifestation, being astonished and just recognizing the signs are there. At the Wellness Expo, I was the bearer of a beautiful miracle for someone. And what that looked like is actually in the morning when I was getting ready, there was a dime just off to the side as I was walking. And so I picked it up. And for me, that sign is often my dad just giving me a nod and saying, I'm here and I love you. And I picked it up for that because I was going to do readings at the Wellness Expo and just said, thank you. And I was talking about miracles actually in that reading for one of the clients. And I took out this dime, and this dime for this client, they just were just a huge breath in, just a gasp, astonishment. They couldn't believe it because for them, this dime had deep significance with a loved one in spirits. And they were crying with joy. They were astonished. They just couldn't believe it. And it was just such a beautiful woven way into the reading that signs are all around us. And that's what Kuan Yin is saying. The universe is here rooting us on. Our spirit teams are here rooting us on. Look around you. Be curious. Are there precious rocks? Are you hearing the same song on the radio? Are you hearing the same words again and again? What are you hearing? What are the synchronicities? What are the ways that this beautiful divine spirit is wooing you? I know I'm looking forward to looking for those signs and seeing them and having a deeper understanding and really looking for the signs of my joy, of my happiness, of my gratitude, and just seeing where it is and leaning into that even more as I move into November. Whatever platform, once again, that you are on, I invite you to give me rate it, drop me a comment. I am so glad you're here. Until next time, keep leading with your soul.
That wraps up another episode of the Lead with Your Soul podcast. I'm so grateful you chose to spend this time with me. As you navigate your own life transitions, remember to be gentle with yourself and embrace the journey. If you found value in today's episode, please subscribe and share it with others who might benefit. Join me next week for more insights and inspiration. Until next time, keep leading with your soul.